This video is about field balancing and the role it plays in our awakening, acceleration of consciousness, integration. And that's basically what I do with subtle body balancing, causal body balancing, because we need to marry all these modalities so we can help our nervous system integrate higher lessons and higher energies quicker. And fuck, this is like, I wish somebody told me this a year ago. It took me so long to understand what was happening to my nervous system when I went to complete bliss and ecstasy for a year and I was just feeling orgasms all day, to then like go back to samsara and feel all my shadow and like had to purge that out. Like my nervous system freaked the fuck out. I was just like twitching like crazy, crying on fire. I'm like, holy fuck. And I had no idea what was happening to me. So I felt so lonely, isolated, sad. Like imagine coming from heaven to like hell in like a twitch and not even understanding what the fuck's going on in your body. So I'm grateful now because that's what showed me my fucking calling, which is helping people to go through this process faster so you don't have to experience the pain and suffering that I did by not understanding. The first key to understand what sad redundant. The first key to accelerate your integration process of your newfound wisdom and higher frequencies is to understand what's happening. It's a natural process of the body because the body is just a mind body. It actually, like, you must know this if you're in my channel, you're not your body. You're projecting a body from your mind. So whichever sensations you feel in your aura, in your field, which can be your arm, your leg, your back, your like knees, your feet, any sensation you feel in an area of your body, it's indicating, I believe, a distortion or a story that needs to be released. And that's why we do the mental body balancing, because we need to find out, why are you having these pains in your body? What story, from which lifetime, from when you were a kid, from a week ago, it's playing out and your body's telling you, you are fucking done. Like you are ready to purge out this frequency and to upgrade into a higher field. So our body, our vehicle needs to come along with us. It's here to support us in the process of integration, purging, and allowing these higher frequencies. And what's the role of the subtle body balancing and the mental body and the causal body balancing, not mental? Subtle is your chakras. Whenever you have an energy, let's say in your right or left thigh, or in your right or left knee, that energy needs to come to the center of your being and move through all the chakras and purge out the energy of each belief. Let's say that the belief is that you're not good enough. So the energy needs to come from your right knee, and the right is the masculine, into your root center and relieve the distortions, memories, and experiences of root center is safety and security and feeling grounded from when you didn't feel safe or secure, and that made you feel not good enough. So you need to pass the energy to your sacral, to your root, and then to your sacral. You had sexual abuse, or did you overly give your sexuality in order to get safety or validation? Then you need to pass I'm not good enough energy that was in your right thigh into your sacral center to purge the energy, and then up to your solar plexus. And when it's in your solar plexus, you need to go back and relieve the memories that made you feel powerless, and then move the energy to your heart. That's where it all starts. The heart is your fucking portal in which whenever you move that energy from all the centers and relieve the memories that can look like rage, anger, crying, or even just like, oh, this, or like, deep breath. It depends on how much stuff you have in all of your centers. Your centers are like surgery. This is like surgery of consciousness. And you don't need to go to the doctor. I'm not a medical doctor, but you can heal anything, even cancer, just by using this process. Completely 100% sure you can do this. And that's what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about in Blessing of the Energy Centers. So when we move that energy from to your heart, that's when the process starts. That's when you start to love all that negative prana that comes from the lower centers. And you're like, I accept the memory that made me feel not good enough. That comes from your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. And then it expands and it feels like a heart orgasm that feels even better than the root center, sacral center type of orgasms. It's like, yes, release. And then you move the energy to your throat, and that's what wisdom starts. Now that you have loved those aspects of yourself, you're able to communicate to your reality from this higher frequency. So when you speak to people, situations, may it be for projecting a lover, a business opportunity, just social interactions, the energy that comes from your throat gets filtered through all your centers. It's like you have a thought, it gets filtered through your centers. And when there are no distortions or blockages, the way you speak is going to reflect exactly your newfound integration. And that's going to affect every area of your life. Then you move it up to your mind's eye. And that's when we become completely connected with higher mind. We receive the visions and the wisdom of our higher self. And then to the crown. And when we have that crown opening, we actually integrate our human aspect with our divinity, and we recycle the energy. And then we become a battery that gets recharged automatically. So you can have coffee for pleasure or to hang out or whatever, but you don't need the coffee, you don't need the food. Like, that's why joggies sometimes can live of prana, because they become so fucking good at this process that they know how to recycle the energy from earth to the energy of spirit. And then you can just always be activated, happy, full of energy. You radiate that out of your hands, your field, your smile, and then you attract everything, because everybody wants to be around an energy that feels nourishing. That's subtle body. Then the causal body, which is the body that comes after, it's not your blessing of energy centers, it's not the chakras, is the body of light. Imagine yourself as a container and you have surrounded by a field that people call aura, but it's your body of light. That's the causal body. So the causal body holds the mental body, which is where we're going to find the beliefs and the distortions that it's causing the pain. And then it holds also the subtle body, which is the surgery in which the beliefs pass to be purified. So then we go back to the causal body, and we need to seal this container, because the more we allow ourselves to go through this process of higher integration, and the purpose of this is to free yourself from suffering. Like, this is to enhance your happiness, your joy. Like, you're going to be happy for no reason, because you're going to be so lit up and you have no conditioning, and then you can actually see reality for what it is. So then you are now in the causal body, and this is a process of elevating one's consciousness into higher frequencies, so you have more power from angels, archangels, higher astral realms to do this process. So it's not just you using your small storage of energy to transmute the lower frequencies, and with my help, if we do the sessions, but we call in the energy of angels and higher frequencies, archangels. David R. Hawkins mentioned they calibrate at 50,000. And to give you an idea, Jesus Christ calibrated at 1,000, and the Buddha at 1,000, Krishna at 1,000 by David R. Hawkins' scale of consciousness. And Aaron Apke explains this so well if you want to check his channel. So an archangel can hold a voltage of 50,000. So we're going to call energy of the archangels, and the higher a human body can hold is 1,000. And the level of unconditional love is 540, which is the heart. And that's what we're aiming for in this reality. So I'm getting too technical. There's so much information and I don't want to confuse you, but I'm getting all these codes and I need to find the right words to transmit this so you understand how crucial this can be for your life. It's priceless, because if we identify one single virus in the system, it can save you 10 lifetimes of reincarnation and freedom. Like, what's the word of that? It's priceless, really. I just fucking love the service. Okay, so causal body. We call in the energy of archangels and higher frequencies so we can soothe the nervous system. There's distortions, imagine them as little black spots in your aura. So we call in more energy, the black spots dissolve into this light, what yogis used to call samadhi, or what we do with Kriya Yoga, or just it's the dissolution and alchemizing of those lower energies, because we're holding more light now. And in this process, your body may feel like twitching, pain, itches, like, oh, it's too much voltage, like you're having a full body orgasm. But it's because you are rewiring your nervous system in order to hold more light. And then you learn how to do this process by yourself. And in my experience, I'm just walking around the street and I'm doing the subtle body balancing in automatic. I'm doing the causal body balancing in automatic. I'm communicating with the sun, the stars, the moon. I'm communicating with the center of the earth. I'm doing this and I'm doing my inquiry. So I have been able to embody these three things so well that it's just what I am. Like, this is what I do the whole day. So I would love for you to receive this gift. If you feel that that's the process you're going through, if you understand what I'm saying, because I know it can be a lot. If you don't, but you feel like a frequency, you feel an attraction. Attraction means that I have some codes that are going to benefit your soul expansion and evolution. Or if you're clear, you're going through this process and you don't understand where you're feeling so much pain in any of your energy centers. Or if you're blissed out like I was for a year and you want to ground yourself. Or if you just want answers, everybody's seeking something. And at the end, nothing's going to give you anything but the peace of abiding in your true nature and seeing reality for what it is. And these three tools accelerate the process like this. So, well, this is my attempt to bring into words everything that I have learned and done for the past 10 years. And hopefully, these serve your spiritual evolution today. If you feel called to book one of these sessions, mental, causal, or subtle body, feel free to send me a DM on my Instagram. The links are in the description. And I would love to connect in a deeper level with you, because that's true healing. When somebody feels so safe, so open, that is able to connect to another soul from that space of truth, vulnerability, and open-heartedness. That's what's going to change the fucking world. And then Nisargadatta Mahara is like, heal yourself, and then there's no world that needs saving. And that's true. But as long as I'm incarnate, it's my duty to share all that I have learned through my pain and pleasure. Much love, my friends. And I'll see you in my next inspiration.